Welcome everyone to this edition of Looking at Louisville. I'm Chaz.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
And we are here in the heart of the Highlands at Mark's Feed Store having a wonderful lunch before we go on our adventure today, which is...
We are going to the Louisville Zoo, Chaz, because dinosaurs are taking over the city this summer.
Wow, I mean, I remember seeing a great show that was filmed by the BBC about that little documentary. Is it deal something with that?
Well, you're in luck. We actually have a couple things to talk about. The zoo has a new exhibit called Dinosaurs Alive that we're going to check out, and these are life-size animatronic dinosaurs.
Oh, cool.
And it just so happens that this BBC series that you mentioned is coming to Louisville. They're bringing a theatrical event, Walking with Dinosaurs, to life. It's so big, they have to fill an arena, so they're going to have it at Freedom Hall in May.
That's very cool. Now, how is this tied into the zoo?
Well, it's not. It's just serendipity that these two events are happening at once, so we thought we'd cover it, right?
Yeah.
And after these events have long gone, and if you're really into dinosaurs, you can always, all year, go to Dinosaur World, which is just a 1 hour and a half drive down I-65 in Cave City, where they have all year 150 life-size dinosaurs on display. So get your fix on dinosaurs in Louisville this summer.
Well, let's talk about Mark's Feed Store before we head over there.
Okay.
What did you have to eat?
It was a feeding frenzy, right?
Yes, it was.
We started with the fried pickles, and then we went to the one of their signature items, the honey wings and onion straws, which they have a cute little name for it, called Birds in a Nest, right? And I also had a cup of the burgoo. You know, I always try to get that on the menu. We went to Johnny's before. I try to get that, so we had that. And then after all that, I needed to eat a little lighter, so I went with a grilled vegetable salad.
Yeah, and I had the salmon burgers on a wheat bun, which was really nice. And then I had some of their classic baked beans, which is incredible. And of course, Mark looks like he ate the side of a dinosaur in this episode. He had, what, ribs?
He did. That's one of their signature items. My son, my 10-year-old son, loves those when he comes. And he had a chicken breast as a side, too.
Well, he had to eat light, ribs and chicken.
That's right. And of course, we had to finish with some desserts. We had another signature item here, their buttermilk chess pie. And we tried the caramel apple nut sundae as well.
It was all good. I mean, now, as always, after we do things like this, we got to go walk it off, chase after some dinosaurs, maybe have them chase after us either way.
What a better place to do that than the Louisville Zoo.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right.
Well, I made it out here to Dinosaurs Alive at the Louisville Zoo, and I'm here with Doug McCoy, who is the resident expert out here at the Louisville Zoo. So tell me, what would people expect when they come to this exhibit?
Well, basically, when they get out here to the Dinosaurs Alive exhibit, they're going to have a chance to see about 16 different animatronic dinosaurs. Some of them are life-size at full scale, and some of them are half-scale. If you look at one right behind us right now, there's a Brachiosaurus. It's a half-scale model. And as we go through the exhibit, there's a wide range of meat eaters, plant eaters, all the different ones that the kids really love.
Now, I do have one question for you. Now, I'm not for sure if you know about this dinosaur. I know you're the expert. It's rumored that you actually have a dinosaur here that's rare in captivity. It's called the Staciosaurus, and it's a female dinosaur that if it's for no reason, it's unprovoked, it'll rip your head off. Is that fact?
I don't know that much detail about that particular dinosaur, but I'll take your word for it.
It's pretty violent, though.
Yeah, it might be. Okay, well, we're standing in front of a half-scale version of what's called Parasaurolophus. This was one of the very last dinosaurs to be around when supposedly the dinosaurs went extinct.
Okay.
And this particular animal is one of what they call the duck-billed dinosaurs. It has to do with the shape of their mouth. But the unusual thing about this particular animal is that large crest on top of its head. A number of the dinosaurs here have babies with them. In this particular case, we have an actual nest where we have some babies hatching out of eggs. We know that a lot of dinosaurs did lay eggs. And some of those eggs, when they hatched, the babies were pretty much like miniature adults and were ready to go out on their own. But in the case of Parasaurolophus, when the babies hatched, they weren't able to take care of themselves right away. So one of the things this leads us to understand is that some of the dinosaurs actually had parental care with their babies. I'm going to give you some possibilities of maybe what this animal might have sounded like. He might have been making low grunts to be able to, find others of his kind, like, okay. Or it could be a little bit louder than that.
Oh my, you're good at that.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
The Stacy Manigan. And this is I can't even say it. What is it?
Cryolophosaurus.
Exactly. Say that 3 times.
Cryolophosaurus. You can do
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to be crying all over myself-osaurus here. Now, how fast, if I had to run away from this thing, could I survive or could this thing catch me?
He would probably outrun you. About 25 miles an hour would be pretty good. And then the fastest human on Earth is what, 27 miles an hour?
Wow. And
So
now
I'm assuming you're not the fastest human on Earth.
second
Okay,
fastest.
okay.
I thought I saw the Stasiosaurus. That's one dangerous predator. Last thing I want is a Stasiosaurus mad at me. Onward on my excursion.
Yes, this is a full-scale T-Rex. Okay, and it's real recognizable right away, mainly because of those little bitty front legs that it has with the two claws. The two claws are a real quick indication that it's T-Rex.
Okay, kind of intimidating. And this is the full
This
scale?
is a full
Okay.
scale, and yeah, you wouldn't want to meet up with him in a dark alley.
Right.
Right? That's for sure.
You've got an extra treat for our podcast viewers, something that you won't get to see when you come through, which is a
T-Rex footprint.
Yeah.
Basically a cutout of a T-Rex footprint we
Uh-huh.
have here on the ground to
Okay.
give you an idea of their size. And with something like this, I can bring in a bunch of 4-year-olds that are interested in dinosaurs, and we can see how many 4-year-olds can stand in one T-Rex footprint. It's
All right,
always
I'm going to put
interesting.
my foot on it
Uh-huh.
to see how the comparison. My big size 9 running shoe on that.
Well, they have an area here for kids where they're able to actually man a dinosaur and operate it. It's like a little robot. And then they have an area over here where you're able to look at bones. But then they also have a little excavation pit. And you're able to come through here and see how they excavate the dinosaurs. And needless to say, through this entire episode, I've been looking for the dreaded Stasiosaurus, and I found it. I was hoping to see the Stasiosaurus come to life, but it's in the pit. But it's nice to actually see it here, because if this Stasiosaurus was alive, I would not be alive. So
Well, it wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't eat, which we've done, check,
yes,
and shop, right?
of course, we're going to do a little bit of Shoposaurus.
Yeah.
Shop.
Get at it. Is this a beautiful spring day at the zoo or what?
Gorgeous. I mean, what a great day to have a little adventure with some dinosaurs.
It really has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great exhibits coming up here too as well.
Oh, that's right. They talked about the Glacier Run, of course, is coming online with the sea lion
Right.
exhibit. A little later on, they have a date when the polar bears are going to
Yeah.
be back, but we saw the work on that. They've got a zip line coming,
Yeah,
which
that's
we
gonna be
are going to
cool.
do an episode on later this summer. We'll check that out. They've already got a high rope walk, a lot of interactive things.
It's a great place to visit. So if you'd like more information on this episode, please go to gotolouisville.com, or you can send us an email, podcast@gotolouisville.com. Of course, you can Twitter us, you can Facebook us. We're all over the place. So you can always find out some great information about what's happening in Louisville. So as always,
You're looking at Louisville.
see you real soon. In 3, 2, 1.
And it's just so Not get a professional.
Okay, all right. You started laughing. You got to keep me maintained. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And it just so happens the series that you mentioned, the BBC.
Yes.
Can I get a professional?